internet won't drop off this time, because I've got a bit to say on this. But we'll do it again. Indie Truck Dave here, the truck at home in his office in Salisbury, North Lanarkshire, where it is a beautiful day, sunny, 22 degrees. That's the weather for Salisbury, North Lanarkshire. You want to know the weather is like where you are. Look at your own bloody windy. All right, you know what brings me to your screens today now, because I've already said, so I have. I've already said what it is. It's aerated concrete. Right, hopefully you can still see me and still hear me. Right, so you know what brings me here today? Aerated concrete. And of course, the education sector doing that road. We now know 900 schools are at risk doing that road. That's just schools, that's no other public buildings like courts, police offices, hospitals, universities. Just bloody well schools, right? Now, as I showed in the first video, I haven't got David to take it down yet. I don't know how to take the bloody thing down, but I'm replacing it with this one. She was caught hot micing. She did the news round this morning and blamed everybody but herself. Right? And this is what happened when she came out of the interview and get caught hot mic. I'll play this one again for you. So, and then we'll play the second one, the one that really blows your mind, the one that really, really, really got me upset and brought me to the airwaves today.
Thank you. Does anyone ever say, you know what, you've done a good job because everyone else has sat on their and done nothing? No signs of that, no?
You get that? She wants a pat in the back for doing bloody nothing. But that's not the video that got me angry. The video that got me angry is this one. I'll play it again. All right. Now, this is a question from a Labour MP to the Education Secretary. Listen very carefully to these dates, folks. Oh, I don't know, put it up so you can see it. Right, hopefully we'll get the right video up, because I was a bit annoyed about the breakdown in my internet connection the last time. So, listen to the answer to the question here from the Education Secretary, and then we'll get back to me ranting about it.
After Grenfell, many of us raised concerns about the risks to other buildings for other materials. That fell on deaf ears. The Prime Minister this morning said that some 900 schools could be affected. There were warnings many years ago to the government, and they fell on deaf ears. Can the Secretary of State explain to the British people, parents who are rightly concerned about whether their schools and their kids could be affected, that their children are going to be safe, and she is going to put the support and resources that are needed urgently to respond to this crisis that is made in the hands of her government because of negligence and incompetence?
Well, the Honourable Lady possibly needs to know that the Labour Party were also warned in 1999, 2002 and 2007. And what did they do? Nothing, not a single survey.
You get that? That's what brings me to your screens today. They knew about this in 1999, 2002, 2007, 2018 school collapses in Kent. Fortunately, it happened at the weekend. Nobody was in the classrooms. Fast forward to 2023, and it's only just become an issue. 24 fucking years, 2 consecutive governments have sent children into dangerous schools. 2 consecutive governments. That's criminal fucking negligence. That's reckless endangerment of children. That is not on. And they only made the Scottish Government aware that there could be issues with the public buildings that were built prior to devolution last year. Which means that we will have children get into schools, hospitals, and libraries, and other public buildings for many, many years without our executive in Edinburgh being aware that there was a problem. This is unfucking believable. 24 fucking years, 2 consecutive Westminster governments, red Tories and blue Tories, knew about this fucking issue, but they funneled the children like lambs to the slaughter into the buildings anyway. Unbelievable. Chancellor, I'll do everything I can to get it sorted. Treasury, no extra money to do it. So children will still be getting funneled into dangerous buildings. What else will these surveys that are taking place reveal about these public buildings that were built between 1950 and 1990? Huh? What else are we going to find as they survey these old buildings? But what's important for you folks, and what brought me to your screens today, was that wee bit in urgent questions in the Commons today, where it comes to light that this issue has been known about by the Westminster elite since 1999. Get that in your head, folks. Especially used in England. Since 1999, 2 consecutive governments of 2 parties, minded multiple terms, they've had multiple terms. I think the Labour Party went 3, the Tories on 3. So they have known about this for 24 years. And they have allowed your children to attend buildings which could have fallen on their heads. If that's no criminal, then I don't know what is. Now that's what brings me to your screen today. Because when I was watching Urgent Questions and that came up, that the Labour Party had known about this in 99, 2002, 2007, did nothing. Tories came to power in 2011, did nothing. School collapses in 2018 in Kent, did nothing. Only just become an issue now. Only just become an issue now. 24 years, a full generation of generations of kids have went through those buildings. And it was pot luck whether the building fell on their heads or not. 24 years I've known of the issue and done nothing. Now, with the Fixed Term Parliament Act, come in 2005, I think it was. So you did a 4-year term, a few years, and then Fixed Term Parliament. You're talking about five parliaments that knew about this and did nothing. The other thing is, of course, with no consequentials, no money going to extra money going to education in England to fix these problems, no consequentials to Scotland. So buildings that were built prior to the devolution are going to, the cost going to come out of their pockets rather than coming out of the Secretary of State of Scotland's pocket or the Treasury in Westminster because they built the bloody things. But no, they come out of the Holyrood budget now. More cuts in other areas to fix these buildings, folks. But think about that, especially if you live in England. 24 years. Who's all sent their children through schools in the last 24 years? Hands up who's sent children to school in the last 24 years. That's right, every bloody one is. Unbelievable. Anyway, I said I was going to pop up and do more of these type of videos when something comes up that's really, really important. Well, that was important for everybody, and I mean everybody in Scotland and England and Wales and Northern Ireland to know. For 24 fucking years, they have known that the schools might have fallen on your children's head. And for 24 years, they have done not a fucking thing. Nothing. Oofed. Anyway, that's the Davy Short early. I hope you enjoy it. Be back next time something pops up that is important as this. But hey, there's Labour stoning in the Commons, slagging the Tories for a problem which they knew about 24 years ago and which they had 3 terms in which to get it fixed. And did they? Oofed. Vote Labour, get Tory. Bye for now.